two members of Oath Keepers that aren't awesome, though, that were found guilty of seditious conspiracy. We've got spies who are selling secrets to our enemy who haven't been convicted of something this strong. Seriously, that aren't being convicted of seditious conspiracy. But man, if you went inside the Capitol building, wow, what a traitor you are. You're lucky you don't get the death penalty. FBI's biggest ever investigation. Their biggest ever investigation?
Think of that.
Their biggest ever investigation is January 6th.
Bro.
That is staggering.
It's not D.B. Cooper, right?
No, right.
It's not.
Which has been going on for 50 years.
It's not Al Capone.
Wow.
It's not the JFK assassination.
Right.
It's you parading and milling around the Capitol building on January 6th.
Gosh. Well, do we have the heinous crimes that were committed? Do we have that? The milling? Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
That right
Look
there.
at the milling and the parading. No wonder.
That right there that you're watching, that gets more attention from the Federal Bureau of Investigation than the mob.
Yeah, than anything ever investigated in the history of this nation. And Democrats are like, yeah, well, it deserves it. It's the biggest thing to ever happen. It's bigger than 9/11. It's bigger than Pearl Harbor. Is it? Okay. All right.
This government sucks.
A filing in the case of one of the January 6 suspects, David Ryan, shows that Google initially identified 5,723 devices as being in or near the U.S. Capitol during the riot. Only around 900 people have so far been charged with offenses relating to the siege. 900
people. It calls
people.
it a siege.
So I don't know how familiar you are with the Geofence dragnet, but they just capture all of the signals that happened on that day and then start going and showing up at these people's homes and figuring out, why were you there? What are you doing? What were you doing? I don't know. I walked by the Capitol building.
They were showing up at people that had nothing, that weren't even there.
Yeah, that weren't there. Jeez. The filing suggests dozens of phones that were in airplane mode during the riot or otherwise out of cell service were caught up in the investigation. Nor could users erase their digital trails later. That's good to know. That's
telling you, man.
Good to know.
This is our future now.
In fact, 37 people who attempted to delete their location data following the attacks were singled out by the FBI for greater scrutiny.
They even know when you're messing with your phone.
Oh, my gosh.
NSA, man. Edward Snowden tried to warn us.
Wow. Geofence search warrants are intended to locate anyone in a given area using digital services. Now, we talked about this I guess it's probably been a couple years ago, because there was a robbery.
Yeah.
And then was the woman killed in the house?
Oh, no.
Just robbed, right?
Yeah, so somebody's house got broken into.
And it was the biker.
Well, this guy would go on a jog, I think, or maybe it was a bike ride. But
Jogging
every day
or biking.
He would go by the house.
Yep.
And so they thought he was casing the joint when they looked at his geo data.
Yeah, he got caught up in that investigation. They were very close to arresting him.
Right.
Fortunately, the guy got wind of it and went to a lawyer, and the lawyer helped him, not wind up in prison. So this is a very dangerous situation because they're going to assume all kinds of things if you were there, if you were caught up in this dragnet.
Okay, so hang on. Let's just stop for a second here. If they have this ability, and not only the case that you mentioned, but January 6th, then why has it been over 2 weeks in Idaho and we have no idea? The police have no clue
really
who
weird.
Killed the 4 college kids in their house.
Right.
Granted, did the killer have his cell phone on him? Who knows?
Maybe not.
But certainly, there's got to be people in proximity to the victims, and leading up to that, right? You'd think.
You'd think.
I don't know, man. So on one hand, you can say, "Wow, this sure is Big Brother. Wow, look at this 1984 playing out for us, dragging everybody into this situation that has nothing to do with it necessarily." But at the same time, we sit back and we say,
No idea what happened in Idaho.
What's going on? Why can't we use this for that?
4 college students get murdered in one night. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows how. Nobody knows who.
They have thrown out every theory they can think of, and they have no idea.
If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to our channel so you'll be sure to see similar videos from Blaze TV with the added bonus of signaling YouTube that your voice and opinion still matters. And if you're looking for more great conservative content, check out one of the 2 videos suggested here.